Let me tell you what I was trying to do here today, which apparently all the weather guides are all against me. Everybody in the world's always against me. See that right there? I'm trying to steam me some blue crabs. Florida man trying to do the Maryland thing. That's what we do. You know what I'm telling you? You feel me? I'm just out here trying to find happiness, on a bad, stormy day, in between all the floods, all the hurricanes, all the tornadoes. And I reckon that might be a warning to me. So, with that being said, uh, cheers, my friends. Glad you're back with me. Everything has gone wrong today. Everything. And let me tell you about this. So what we're trying to do here, we got us some blue crabs. They ain't from the Chesapeake Bay, so don't be badgering me about that. All right. Oh, we got some. All right. Oh, we perfect timing, my friends. You probably ain't going to see me a whole lot, but that's probably a good thing. What we got here is some thongs. Maybe they're called tongs. Thongs, whatever. Anyway, what we're going to do here is before I do all that, let me show you. I bought this little griddle here yesterday. It's called a vasectomy griddle. That's right. Look how pretty that thing is. I got that thing on clearance for like $15. It's like a big double wide trailer. Oh, I just done looked at it and it's called Vasconia, not vasectomy. My bad. All right, so here's what we fixing to do. We got just a bunch of these little comatose blue crab fellers. They going in here. What you do if you want to handle them safely, you put them on ice and make them go into la la land. Since we only got 6 today, what we fixing to do? Oh my lord, I done screwed something up. Oh no, we didn't. But what we're gonna do? We do have us some Old Bay seasoning. Depending on what parts of the country you come from, you can use JO, Old Bay, Everglades seasoning. You can mix them. So what I just did here, yep, pretty well coated. First 3 going in. Night, Mr. Krabby. All right, here we go. So here we go. We got 2 other ones. You notice my voice? Otherns? That's right. So I reckon I ain't told you what's all in the pot here. Not the marijuana pot. This is like the steam pot. Get your head out of the criminal gutter. All right. So what we got here is what we fixing to do. We trying to fix it and do is we got 6 blue crabs. They ain't from Maryland, obviously, because I'm out here in Florida, the Sunshine State. Somebody remind, the gods above, we ain't in the Sunshine State no more. But what you do is you put a little bit of maybe like a can of Colorado Kool-Aid in your steamer. This is a small steamer, because, I have small expectations for this video. But you put in there, a little splash of white vinegar. Oh lordy, just as I expected. Here comes Mr. Thunder and Mr. Lightning. Boom, boom. They be coming to the party too. But we're going to roll through it. I don't care. We lose the phone. I'll be damn. Spent too much damn money trying to make this video and make you all happy. So here we are. Oh, you know what? I did screwed up one thing because I was so pressured. I was so pressurized with the weather. All right, man. It's too late now. We just got to roll with it. But what I should have done is you take a crab, you flip him upside down where he has the apron, where it identifies whether he's a male or a female. You put a big old knife puncture or a ice pick puncture in the belly. You steam them, and what you're supposed to do with these here, I reckon I should have timed this because now I have no idea. But you're supposed to steam them for about 22 minutes. But traditionally, what I have done in the past, I keep floating in and out of my southern voice and my Yankee voice. But Lord, I do apologize. But what we need to do here is basically 22 minutes, hard 22 minutes, hot steam, boiling, vinegar, the whole 9 yards. But man, the main thing I done screwed up because I was under pressure. Under pressure, isn't that a song? Under pressure. But anyway, yeah. So I should have poked the bellies because that really changes the recipe, and that differentiates the JV team from the varsity team. So we just doing a little bit of JV cooking today. Um, but that's it. I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. You know what I mean? And you're all gonna be telling me, shouting at me, what time you started the video. Actually, I think it says 6:40 something, almost 7 minutes there. So maybe I have a little bit of a barometer. But yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. That's how we do it. Florida man teaching you the Maryland ways. That's right. My ass was born in Delaware, but here we are out in the forest, just making it happen. That's what we do. And I reckon next time I ought to pick a better day with the weather. But apparently some of these weather experts who get paid all these high dollars just tell you what you want to hear, not the truth. I reckon they from probably like Quinnipiac, Michigan or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we we're steaming these, and traditionally, what I like to do, in all seriousness, getting back to my Yankee voice, uh, I've done many recipes on this, or shared many recipes on different websites about how Coach G shares his steamed crab recipe. Honestly, it's pretty basic. Uh, but what you want to do is you get you a big old steam pot, and the recipe I'm about to share with you is based on 1 dozen crabs. So that would be 12, unless you're a baker. That would be 13. Uh, but so what you do is you want to make sure they're lively. You don't want to eat dead crabs, which some of these are questionable. They're on. Have they crossed the Rainbow Bridge yet? We're not really sure, but I'm going to eat one. I'll be the guinea pig, and there's a reason behind that. I'm not going to share it in this video because this is all about how to do things right. Right? You feel me? So yeah. So basically, all you do is you put. I have this 3-part steamer. This is the second part out of the video. I could have left that in and maybe like steam some vegetables on top while I was going through the process. Hear what I hear? Yeah. And it's how I try and do YouTube. One unsuccessful attempt at a time. I reckon I'm about to get hit by something unfavorable, like lightning, thunder. All right, let me check the time period. We still got almost halfway. We're not even halfway. So basically, traditionally, what I've done in the past was I would have like a some type of tray or platter off to my right if I'm doing a dozen crabs. And at the 11-minute mark or so, you know, as I depends on the the width of the steam pot that you're steaming the crabs in. What I would do is I'd put the bottom layer where they're not all overlapped too much. I'd throw some Old Bay or some JO seasoning, or sometimes I even mixed Everglade seasoning. I'm laughing because somebody's got one of these RC remote controlled cars and they're just hitting everything in sight. Kind of like Dan, the Droding veteran. Don hit a tree earlier. I was like, "Dang, I almost wanted to call Dan." But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so I as the sprinkles, the Old Bay, there may be 4 on the bottom, and do another layer, and basically you got 12. So you steam them for 22 minutes. But what I like to do is when I have that extra platter aside, I like to pull the ones off the top, put them on one side of the platter. Then the ones that are on the bottom, I like to just basically rotate the process. So now that the ones that were on the top are now on the bottom, the ones that were on the bottom are now on the top, and I like to do it that way. But you have to keep in mind, even though the recipe calls for 22 minutes, when you lift the lid and you're doing that whole process, let's say it takes a minute or so. So you have to add like a minute or two to the recipe. Uh, Once you close the lid, get the temperature back up to where it's supposed to be with the thunderstorms rolling in here. And it's tough trying to do YouTube nowadays, man. It's like literally, man. If it ain't the popo, the crazies. Something's always happening out there. So we bees, from what I can see, I reckon around 12, 12 minutes or so. So we still got a little bit of time. So this little 3-part steam contraption I bought. Actually, I bought 2 of these. I thought originally it was like $19.99. For some reason, maybe I was looking at the wrong tag or whatever. I don't even know if I have the receipt in my pocket, but it was basically like $27 or less. Um, Pretty cool setup, If you're just an individual and you're just trying to chill out, you can do like steamed vegetables. You can do like a Cajun crab boil, whatever you want to do. It's available to you. So hold on, let me double check something here. Yeah, so it does have a steam release valve, hole, valve, whatever you want to call it. Uh, it's pretty cool. So now that we're talking about blue crabs, and since the storms are rolling in, hopefully I can get through this whole process without too many more. Listen to that. You hear that? Damn. The gods above don't like G Money. But if you want to see a pretty cool video, probably one of my most successful videos, not like the top dog video, um, but I did a video probably a little over 2 years ago for my mother, um, how to eat a blue crab. She already knew how to eat a blue crab, but I did it for her because um, she's dying of dementia, and I decided to try and do something special for her because it it was obvious to me that she was probably not going to be living in her residence for a whole long time. So I did that. The video turned out to be very, very successful. I forget where we are on views, but it was really successful. Only a couple minor flaws in the video, but for the most part, it was really good. I thought about doing you know, another 2025 version out here at the campground, but I don't know. With all this turbulence in the sky, I don't feel like it would be probably wise to do so. But I also reckon that when I said steam it for 22 minutes, if you only have 6, you know, maybe should you cut down the time a little bit? Who knows? We ain't too worried about it. It is what it is. We just, all you can do is live until you die. But now we're talking about the blue crabs, right? So let me tell you this. It's not recommended for you to eat a dead blue crab because, you know, it could give you a serious um, intestinal virus, you know, something you're not, you know, basically food poisoning. So trying to look at the timer as I'm talking, my bad. But if you pull, if you're pulling your traps and you're loading up your bushel basket or your 5-gallon bucket, whatever you're doing, depending on what part of the country you're in or from, what I recommend you do is discard any crabs that are totally lifeless. All the limbs are like literally drooping, pointing towards the dirt. That means they're dead. It's not going to be good for you. There could be many reasons why that occurs, but it's not good for you. So, but I suspect the problem today that I had, which is kind of marginal, you know, I'm kind of like debating what I should do, but I'm going to give it a little experiment for your personal knowledge. It's almost like, what's that show? Myth, Mythbusters. Yeah, I can't even talk. Mythbusters or something like that. Yeah, we're going to try that. But so what happened was I took my little personal cooler into the seafood place where I bought these crabs from. And I asked them politely, oh man, don't sound good for me. There may be no ending to this video. But so I asked them, I said, please just only put a little bit of ice on the bottom, only put a little bit of ice on top. I got my 6 live blue crabs. They put a ton of ice in the entire little small personal cooler. And it was one of those hinged lids, you know. So I had a good ways to go to drive. And I ended up using it as an armrest. So they're supposed to basically breathe. So I think I had partially aired. I think partially the seafood place aired. But next time, I would just order them just live. I'll take care of the ice situation. So you kind of live and learn. But when I picked them up, they barely had, they're supposed to be in a coma-like state. So there was so much ice in there that we're going to find out. But we may have to wait until after the storm passes. But anyway, let me take a sneak peek here. My calculations are we're almost at 19 minutes. Only 6 crabs. Let's see what happens. Oh shit! I hear the rain. Oh crap. Folks, I got to tap out. I'm so sorry. The rain is coming right at me and I don't want to ruin my phone. Bye.